details of those stories now. Some head teachers in Ghana's senior high schools are pushing for further extension of the computer placement deadline to make way for more candidates to secure placement. For days, it's been chaos across the country as prospective senior high school entrants struggle to access the placement system. There's been 3 extensions so far to the original deadline, but some SHS head teachers who are currently meeting in the Volta region capital Ho one more time for all students to get through. We'll go live now for an update on the conference shortly, but let's take you to some of the registration centers. JoyNews' Maxwell Edem Amothia reports that many candidates are still stranded, even though the pressure has eased. Here's his report.
So I have some students who have completed their junior high school who tried, going through the placement process and it wasn't successful, but they tell me that now they've been able to do it. So I'll find out from them how smooth the process has been for them today.
I tried on a mobile phone using the code we were asked to use, but I was told I didn't get any of my 4 choices. So I have to come here and choose from the model they've given us, and now I've had mine.
So the 4 choices, did you get the school of your choice?
No.
So why? Why? Is it because of your grades?
No, but I was told the schools I chose, they are all full.
They are all full?
Yes.
So now, what school did they give you now?
They gave me a senior high.
I went to a cafe yesterday, but the connection was bad. So I was told to come today for my papers, but I went, was successful.
So you've been able to do it?
Yeah.
So did they give you a school of your choice?
No, please.
What school did they give you?
They gave me Presbyterian Senior High.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But what school did you want to go to?
Winneba and Agri Memorial.
Winneba and Agri
Memorial.
Okay. How about you?
My own was successful.
But did you try before today and it didn't work?
Yes, I tried.
So what was the challenge?
I wake up midnight, 2 o'clock, then we went to the cafe. Then the man did it for us. So I went and called my friends so that they will join me, so I will go.
So you've been able to do it?
Yes.
Did you get the school of your choice?
No.
What school did you choose?
I chose secondary senior high, Teshi.
Which one did they give you?
They give me Osu Presby.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. We are having the problem from Monday to yesterday, but I think yesterday was much more better than today's own. Yeah, I think that's it.
So that means that yesterday when I passed, there were a lot of students, but today, since there's no one here, is it that the system has improved?
Yes, the system has improved. Yeah, I think yesterday we took their, index number and they wrote the schools that they want. So when we got home, we took our machines to the house, then we did it for them.
So they feel comfortable giving their details to you?
Yes, they did. Because actually the deadline was tomorrow, that's Thursday. So they were in a hurry. So we tried as much as possible to do everything for them.
Yesterday it was very slow, but today it's better than yesterday, because yesterday when you are trying to submit someone's placement, it will take long. At times it will not go through. You have to restart the whole process again. But today, once you submit it, it goes straight and you get the person's forms to print out very easily. And yesterday, because of that, some of the parents were very bored. They were, in fact, annoyed with us instead, but we were able to work it out and do the placement for the students. Yes, and today there is no one here because yesterday was the deadline for them. But this morning, we heard from news that it has been extended, so today is the deadline. But yesterday, I think everybody was able to do his or hers, so today there's no one around.
So those are some students there. Well, let's go now to Ho, where the country's head teachers are discussing this issue, plus issues surrounding the free SHS program, which starts in 5 days. Mauli Yevuagbi is our correspondent covering the CHAS conference for us, and he joins me now on the line. Hello, Mauli. Mauli, if you can hear me now, and I believe you do, we know there are 2 main issues on the agenda for the conference: the computer placement chaos, of course, and the free SHS, which starting on Monday. Take us through the discussions on the computer placement so far.
Well, apart from the computerized school selection and placement system and and the free SHS. Most of the discussion actually linked to this too. And for the free SHS, the heads of the assisted schools are calling on government to pay the subsidies of the last 2 terms of the various schools, so as to give them some comfort and free mind towards the implementation of the free SHS policy. They're asking that will give some leverage the various schools who are already owing a lot of their suppliers, to pay their suppliers and give them some free space to be able to have some free mind in implementing the free senior high school. One of the things they also highlighted is a blueprint, what they call the free SHS Bible. That will be a set of guidelines and rules that will be governing the implementation of the free senior high school, so as to also safeguard the various heads from not overstepping their bounds and having friction with the politicians. And so they want government to bring these things to the fore, a blueprint of the implementation of the free senior high school, so as to guide them in the implementation, in the roles that they are playing in the implementation.
If they say not to overstep their bounds, exactly what do they mean? Is it that they're not clear at this point, when the free SHS is about to start in 5 days, that they're not clear in their minds exactly what their roles are in this new policy?
Speaking to some of them who they are of the view that they have a number of cautions as to what they should charge as part of PTA and other things that the schools could charge. And they are of the view that if government comes clearly on what the headmasters should be doing and what they can, to what extent they can go in getting some extra support for the various institutions, and perhaps that will go a long way to guide them to know what to do and what not to do. And so for them, it's more of a clarity on what their specific roles are going to be, even though they know that they will be the managers at the and at the front line. They want to be sure what government is doing and what government's position is on all the fronts that they would have to deal with.
Well, speaking about the placement system, yesterday we spoke about a new website that has been launched by the Ghana Education Service. What can you report? We do know that it's eased up a bit, but it appears that people are still having, a few of the students are still having problems with their placement. What can you report on that score, if you've followed that, by the way, in the part of the Volta region where you are?
Well, I must say that the Deputy Minister of Education, the President Dr. Yao, gave a firm assurance to the heads of the various schools that through the help of NITA, they have been able to resolve the issues of the website, the platform that has been overwhelmed. And so going forward, it's easier for parents and students to be able to do what is called self-placement. And so going forward, that to him, to a larger extent, has been dealt with and going forward. But a lot of the teacher headmasters and headmistresses I spoke with are of the view that since there have been this shortfall, it would be good, it would be wise to extend further the deadline, which comes only tomorrow, for the sheer numbers of students who could not be placed.
Does it mean that they want an indefinite sort of extension, or do they have a timeline within which they're looking at?
So not necessarily a timeline, but they are of the view that the sheer numbers are quite great. Then the numbers are quite great that government should do everything possible to get all who are not placed. So long as all of them are placed within the shortest possible time, that would be enough. And mind you, the school resumes on Tuesday.
All right.
On Tuesday. So the headmasters are of the view that yes, it must be extended further, but it must be done in consideration of the fact that school is also resuming soon. All of those students who need to be placed also need to be in school when school resumes.
Okay. Now, you mentioned, before I go quick, I'll let you go quickly. You mentioned about subsidies of the last 2 terms. That has been one of their preoccupations as well. Does it then bother them? Did they get any assurances from the Deputy Minister as well about the availability of funds for the free SHS, even as it starts in less than 5 days? Yeah.
Yes, I must add that not only the subsidies for all the schools, but the northern the scholarship for all the schools in the 3 northern regions, they don't pay fees as done in the south, and so their reopening is incumbent on the fact that the government must pay this money.
Right. Well, Maoli, thank you. Yes, Maoli, wrap up with that point so we can end the conversation.
An assurance from the minister is that before the end of this conference, which is ongoing, which ends on the 10th, the headmasters should be expecting some alerts from their banks, telling them, informing them that government has paid into the various accounts, and that they do not need to chase their checks that government is going to pay into the various accounts of the various schools. So they should be expecting some alerts. And Friday is the last working day of the week, so obviously, if there's anything to go by Friday, all the heads should be expecting some alerts from their banks, indicating that there have been some payments into their various bank accounts.
Right, Maoli, thank you very much for that update. We'll be touching base with you once again to get more of what that meeting has concluded on and what they're saying. What is it that they're saying? Maoli Yevuagbe is correspondent to the Volta region following the CHAS, who are actually, like I said, pushing for an extension of the deadline for the placements, and also asking that government provide some level of clarity in terms of what they're calling a free SHS Bible, so that it will guard and guide them as they implement this free SHS policy.